Several different assumptions can be made about what a creature living in the fourth dimension might be like, but these are nothing more than speculation. This is only a guess as we do not fully understand how the fourth dimension works. A creature living in the fourth dimension may have different characteristics than three-dimensional beings. For example, the fourth dimension may make it possible to perceive three-dimensional objects as nested. In this case, a fourth-dimensional creature can move by navigating or penetrating three-dimensional objects. In addition, it can be thought that time may have a different perception in the fourth dimension. A creature living in the fourth dimension may experience time zones such as the past, present, and future at the same time, or may have a different timeline. This could give them a different perspective than three-dimensional beings, and perhaps allow them to predict the future or make changes by going back to the past. However, an important point that should not be forgotten is that we do not have any definite information about how the fourth dimension works exactly and how a living thing can live in the fourth dimension. The fourth dimension is only a theoretical concept and offers experience beyond our current scientific understanding. Here are some thoughts on the possible characteristics of a creature living in the fourth dimension. Movement and wandering. A creature living in the fourth dimension is likely to have patterns of movement that three-dimensional beings cannot perceive. For example, it may follow a nonlinear path through the fourth dimension instead of a straight line, or it may use paths where space bends to move from one position to another. Perception. Since we do not understand how the fourth dimension works, the perceptions of a creature living in the fourth dimension may also be different. For example, a creature living in the fourth dimension may perceive a different part of the electromagnetic spectrum or observe more clearly the internal structure of three-dimensional objects, the flow of energy, or the change of time. Communication. The communication methods of a creature living in the fourth dimension may also be different. While mechanical vibrations are common for three-dimensional beings, a fourth-dimensional creature can communicate with electromagnetic fields, energy patterns, or time zones. Biology. The biological structure of a creature living in the fourth dimension consists of speculation. The body structures, cells, and metabolisms of four-dimensional organisms may differ from those of three-dimensional organisms. Perhaps the cells of a fourth-dimensional creature may be arranged differently from our three-dimensional cells, or may have a different molecular structure.